So, obviously, I couldn't say as much on Friday because I had already recorded the episode, but in the description below, you will see a comprehensive list of organizations that support reproductive rights. So follow the links below, and remember guys, do no harm, take no shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's hot. Like, it's hot as hell outside. I love hot weather. I love warm. I love summer. I love swimming. I love everything about summer except a 115 heat index. I was born in San Antonio, Texas. That is some bullshit. Now today, luckily, we've got some cloud cover. We've got some rain coming, but I know afterwards it's gonna be like 95% humidity, 98 degrees. I'm going to melt. You are gonna see a puddle of water and this hat just lying on top of it floating. That's one of the things that inspired me to watch this show, because I need to watch something cold and I need to have something colder than this stemless wine glass full of water. Now, for those of you who know and those of you who don't, my name is TK. I'm a writer, a voice actress, and your resident lunatic. And today we are watching episodes 1 and 2 of Yuri on Ice. And my friends, I have a confession to make. I have never watched this show before, and yet I recommend it to several people. Now, that is because of the reviews I've heard. Give me a chance to defend myself, okay? It's because of the reviews I've heard. They are all such glowing reviews, and it is very, very rare to find soft, LGBT-centered anime. You would be hard-pressed to find a soft romance anime in general. Usually there's a billionaire romance sort of vibe. Like, there's a lot of unclear consent and a lot of violent encounters between both of the main characters. Yuri on Ice started a trend where we started to see gentler romance come from anime. One of the most common complaints about anime is it's always about teenagers, it's always about high school. I think a lot of people don't realize that most of the anime they watch comes from publications like Shonen Jump, and Shonen Jump is particularly made to appeal to teenagers, teenage boys specifically. And if they do know that, they kind of ignore that fact, because then they don't have to do any work to change the stuff they watch. Because with the sheer amount of stuff that is out there, it is very, very difficult to sort of move out of your comfort zone, because then you're going to end up watching something that's going to make you feel even worse. People think adult-oriented means graphic, which isn't necessarily true. I'm of the mind where if you want to make a good story, you do not need spectacle, and that is why I wanted to watch Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice is very much grounded in reality. There's no super special skating power, there's just an amount of focus and someone who is very, very desperate to do better, which I'm sure we can all relate to, especially the older you get, because the older you get, the harder it is to learn new tricks, as the old saying goes. But it's just because you have found what works, and if it's worked for so long, it's difficult to break that habit. Seeing what I've seen of Yuri on Ice, I've been in the anime circle for long enough. I know, I've seen clips of it, so I know vaguely what happens. So I already kind of relate to Yuri in an extent where I can understand the feeling of running out of time and still wanting to do better, and wondering if it's just a better use of your time to go ahead and give up. And there are a lot of shows out there like this that center around adult fears and adult emotions. You just have to look harder for them. And no, it's not fair, and yes, it is annoying. And yes, it can take a long time, but that's just the reality of it. Someone on TikTok was like, well, that's not a good way to convince someone. Honey, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just telling you that that's how it is. If you don't want to do the work, that's fine. No one's judging you for it, but you have to understand that if you don't do the work, you will never find a piece of media or a TV show, or hell, even a book that you can fully enjoy that will give you everything you need. As long as you keep looking, you will always be able to find a story that suits your needs. It might take a long time, and frankly, it has taken years for me to get to Yuri on Ice. Now, before we get started, I want to say one more thing. I will be watching this show in the original Japanese. Now, I have nothing against dubs. I think dubs are wonderful, and I think voice actors are wonderful because, I mean, hello, I do narrate audiobooks, but that's besides the point. In sports anime specifically, especially when there is an American character or a character that has been in the United States for very long, it is very important for me specifically to get the cultural differences in each language. Localized anime usually has characters speaking only English. I know that's kind of a petty gripe. I know it's very pedantic, but it's like playing a game and then playing New Game Plus. Now, I was testing my audio after my Good Omens video to make sure I wouldn't clip the audio anymore, so maybe this one will be a little bit better, but yeah, I already have my headphones on, so let's go ahead and commence with the drama, because I'm sure we have a lot to get into, because they're gonna try and pack a lot of information into very short episodes. The animation in this show is very beautiful. And I like that time passage there. I've had a crush on this man ever since I was a child. Oh, this is a different kind of anime opening. It reminds me a little bit of Nirvana and Fire, to be honest. Only because there's brass. And it's in English. Oh my god, that's so pretty. History Maker by Dean Fujioka. It's beautiful. Like, the people who made this art, I don't know if it's motion captured or not, but regardless, even if you're doing motion capture, you need to have a fundamental understanding of how the body moves and the sport itself. And I feel like just looking at this, that tells me that they understand not just the sport, but how people have to move. Because, you know, like when you watch a show and you see them doing something that the body shouldn't be able to do, it's like, Victor Nikorikov. 27, oh, he's so old. There have been male skaters that have been much older, but okay. Aww. Hun, no. Yuri does the same thing I do. Like, if I look at all the bad stuff, I'll feel better about it because I'll have heard all the nasty things people have said about me. No, that's not healthy. Never been healthy. Okay, he's either gonna be vomiting or crying. Oh no. Talking to your mom is always gonna make you super upset. It doesn't make you upset, it's just like there's something about it. It's like, they don't even say much, but you still wanna cry. Excuse you? Well, shit! Why are you afraid of this 12-year-old? You little bitch, come here! Where's your mother? Talk to me like that! Who raised you? Listen, I have already cried enough. Please do not. Oh, he wasn't talking to you. He doesn't recognize him as a competitor. Oh no! This poor guy. Oh! Hey, look! They believe in him! Oh, they believe him. They believe in him. That's cute. You see, this is the thing about living in small towns. You better get going. Yeah, good, good. Whip him into shape, honey. I feel like shit, but you're making me talk to everybody. Listen, I do not feel like I am up to that. I'm depressed! Johnny Weir is quaking. Aww. Aww, they're more happy that he's home. Aww. Some people have to work a little bit harder. He loved that dog too. Bless his heart. Aw, his big sister. Everyone's been asking him that. Sometimes when you say, I don't know, people start giving you shit, and it's not fun. A small town compared to places like Yokohama and Tokyo. Oh my gosh, the way he moves is so pretty. Yeah, help your mom out. His family is very supportive no matter what he does, though. I like that. That looks tasty, whatever it is. Now I'm sad. It'd probably be, it would... Aww. The Madonna of Ice Castle. Oh, there's a part of me that wonders how hard Victor has had to work and how hard he's been driven. Oh, he was inspired to get a poodle. That's so cute. And then the one chance he got. Oh my god. She's been drinking so much. I hope a lot of the show relies on Yuri finding his own voice, because he seems to get a lot of his power from others and the inspiration he gets from the people around him, which is fine. What's more important, especially as an artist and most likely as an athlete, I feel like ice skaters are kind of both. That you find your own voice. You can't spend your life copying off of other people. Even if you put your own little stank on it, it's still someone else's. Even if it's similar, you still have to put your own voice in it. You know what I mean? This animation is fucking gorgeous. He seems to really enjoy what he's doing, though. God, the way they animate his hair. Jeez, Minako. 2 quads in 1 routine? His ankles must be in shambles. So this is showing that he can, in fact, compete with Victor. It's just the pressure that's the problem. You know what they say, your biggest critic is yourself. I can't even imagine. I danced until I was about up to like 17 years old, and even still, I don't think I was that good. Jumps like that, like if you so much as step even a little farther off, you can break like your entire ankle. So Yuri can absolutely compete with Victor. I was, but I feel a lot better now. Okay, well, Yuri wants to get back in the saddle. I appreciate that. I'm a rest. Oh. Children are brutal. Oh, he gives him a hard time, but he loves him. That's nice. Everyone is so nice. He has the skill. Oh, he's 15. He's still a little shit. Like, child, where is your mother? Honey, it's not about Victor. It's about you. Skater otaku. Well, now I'm going to die. Thanks. Jeez, all of Yuri's teachers are just yelling at him, and Victor seems very intent on this. Snow in April. Oh, that's like my worst nightmare. Here, it's like 75 degrees in April, maybe 80. Wait, what? Dad, why didn't you tell me? Yuri, this man is naked. I'm assuming he's used to seeing naked people, considering that this was his house. Sir, this is a Wendy's! Sir, this is a hot spring? This is such an interesting beginning. I really like it. Also, I apologize if you hear the sound of an air gun going off. There is a car detailing business right under my apartment. Either way, it's destined to make my life and my audio difficult. Okay, so I'm assuming we're about to see Victor's side of the story. Yakov, I have literally better shit to do. I don't care. So I'm assuming that Yuri and his coach are always that dramatic. Oh, she's already calling him V-chan. That's adorable. Drunk, most likely. Well, also probably jet lagged. Yeah, because he looked right past him but also he probably also had some other things to deal with, like his renegade protege. Yes, he will be staying here. Everybody already knows? Oh my God. Or maybe he just needed a break. He's supposed to be my coach. Probably not. I just think you're taking it a little personally. So everyone in Victor's life is just that dramatic. Of course he still wants to eat. He's a hardened athlete. Is this what God eats? Oh, why is everyone... Sedex. No. I think that's his default setting, to be entirely honest. I love the dog. The dog's my favorite character. You are very touchy-feely. Like, we just met? No, that's an appropriate response. Also, I might have a boner. Makes me wonder what kind of boundaries Yakov had. Oh, now he has to sleep alone. It is a chance. You said that was all you needed. With those characters, it's definitely a distinct feeling. You come home and your friends are married and all have kids. It's a different feeling, I promise you. I'll talk to the higher-ups, meaning myself and my wife. Okay, so Victor is 4 years older than him. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, he's 23. I feel like it's more than that. I know there's a plot twist, but I can't remember it. He says some really out-of-pocket things. Ballet is difficult. This is quite accurate to what I've been doing lately. He is too nervous for this outgoing man. Yuri speaks 3 different languages. They all speak 3 different languages. You can't just make him submit. Oh my God. See, and I can't say that people don't treat ice skaters like this anymore. They absolutely do. I remember back in like 1998, always talking about ice skaters. Johnny Weir, Tara Lipinski, Michelle Kwan, Christy Yamaguchi. Oof. Gotta work hard if you want it. Did you just escape the country without Yakov knowing that you're gone? Stop. It's tacky. This man cannot get a break. Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree on that one, does he? Yuri, honey, you are not a YA protagonist. Yeah, you could seriously hurt yourself. Okay, but that's not a good thing. I feel like Victor can do both. I feel like he can do both. But, you know, Victor is very much like his big brother. That looks so good. Oh no, I'm sad. Little kid. Well, that's good. Oh my God. Do we just not have assault laws? No, we need teach this little shit a lesson. Come here. Okay, so the children have a plan, and this child needs to be... That was none of your damn business in the first place, child. I can't tell him what to do. He's also in a rut. You can be as good as anybody else, but, you know, creative ruts are creative ruts. Yuri, what are you doing here? Hi. Oh, that's worse. I mean, it's a compromise, but they don't like each other. Oh, God. Oh, my God, the children. Oh, no, that's adorable. I mean, hey, your family's getting business. I wouldn't complain. Just unsurprised by everything. Yuri 1, Yuri 2. Get off your ass and help me. I feel like Victor's having the time of his life. Oh, the dog! When he gets anxious, he sort of books it. Oh, she has to have another job, it sounds like. Sometimes practice is all it comes down to, dude. You can be as talented as all get out, but if you never practice, then you will never become an expert, ever. Everyone loves him so much. The biggest enemy he has is himself. The dog just wants to be a part of the fun. Ooh, that's very symbolic. I don't like it. You are innocent. That's the only reason you get away with half the shit you say, Yurio. Okay, neither of those themes fit. I was about to say, neither of those themes fit either of those characters. Yurio, you are 12. You don't get to do arrows. Sit down. I think Yurio especially needed to hear that. I'm dropping both of you. Victor is a very self-possessed man, but I think he means well. I mean, fine. Yeah. Oh. I'm so proud of him! Oh, okay. I feel like the older you get, the more this show would apply to you. Especially if you're into the arts or if you have a physically demanding job. Especially like the later you get into your 20s, you start feeling like you are running out of time. And you start seeing all these younger people who are so much better than you without practicing as much as you needed to and have so many more resources than you. And it makes you a little bitter. It makes you a little anxious and it makes you unsure. It makes you want to give up. But the fact of the matter is that no matter how talented you are nothing if you don't practice. You are nothing if you don't have motivation. And it is very easy to lose motivation. Sometimes you just need to do the damn thing. Sometimes you just need to pick yourself up and keep on going. But sometimes you need incentive. You need a guiding hand, no matter how old or young you are. Sometimes you just need someone who understands, someone who can talk mean to you, someone who can hold you accountable. That's really the biggest thing. And that's really what I think Victor is trying to do while he's not being terribly nice about it. Being held accountable for something you really want to accomplish. It isn't about being nice. Sometimes you just need to be blunt. You need to lose weight if you want to skate again. Simple, clean, cut and dry. Not the kindest thing, but it doesn't matter because that's what he needed to hear. And it gave him plenty of motivation. Listen, all I'm saying is this show kind of taps into the adult fear of never being good enough because the older you get, the more people you could potentially disappoint. Sometimes it is best to walk away, but sometimes you just have to get back up. It might feel good to take a step back. Even then, you gotta get back up somehow. And yes, it's tiring. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's a lot of hard work and can be very emotional, but it's something that needs to be done. And the older you get, the more urgent that need becomes. Whew, that was a big rant. It maybe hits a little close to home. I really like the character of Yuri. I'm gonna need to warm up to Yurio. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He talks to people like he owns the joint, and I understand that a lot of teenagers just talk like that. I don't care. I need this child to learn some manners. Now, granted, it seems like the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree either way. My black ass self would not, nope. Yuri sounds like basically my internal monologue. A furious, consistent list of things that you have to do, things that you need to do, things that you you want to do, the fact that you're not sure if you can do it, just over and over and over and over, and I get it. I get it. From the bottom of my heart, I get it. There is a part of me that also wants to be like, also maybe take Yuri to a therapist. Maybe he needs, I don't know, maybe some anti-anxiety medication. I don't know. I feel like maybe he needs like a little bit of mental health help, but regardless, he has a wonderful support system that will support him in everything he does. They don't want it to be the end for him, but they seem to respect his decision if he chose to do that. So I really like how this person, who's not particularly gifted, but just works very hard, is going to become a special competitor. I think that's a really special kind of story. But regardless, it seems to be a really enjoyable show so far. I'll be watching 2 episodes and we will not be taking a break in between. I think I'm gonna stop doing that. With that being said, please like if you like this video. Please subscribe if you really like this video and would like to see more. If you would like to support the channel, you can find me on Patreon, where we will be binge watching Nirvana and Fire. You can find me on every piece of social media, Tumblr, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, but mostly Tumblr and TikTok because fuck Twitter. And with that being said, do no harm, take no shit. Thanks for watching.